one theory of personality, that is psychoanalytic theory proposed by Sigmund Freud. And lastly, how to develop a model personality. All of us are teachers, and we are given special, significant, and crucial role in our society. Guru is equated with Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Yes, all of you are familiar with the shloka, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. That means we are given a special status in the society because we have a responsibility to direct the society on the right path. Therefore, we are given the highest status in our society. And we often use the term personality. What is this personality? Or what is personality? The term personality has been derived from the Latin word persona, which means to speak through. The word personality has been derived from the Latin word persona, which means to speak through. Okay. The term was used to denote the mask that actors used to wear in ancient Roman Greece while enacting some roles in drama. That is, not only in Greece and Rome, wherever we go, we find people enacting drama and they put masks. Even in our country, in villages, we have seen, say, during festival season or during festivals, people enact some drama and they put masks while enacting their role. For example, you take the case of Ramayana, you can identify who is Rama and who is Ravana. The one who has 10 heads is Ravana. The one who has that means, say, the costumes that they make or that they wear will show us, will reveal their characteristics. That means they speak through the masks. Okay? Not only the actors, even we do speak through our masks. That means we do not reveal our real identity. We also speak through masks. That means
ನೋಡಿ ಸರ್ ಸಂತೋಷ್ ಸರ್ ಆ ಡಿವೈಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ
put off your mic.
ಜಾಸ್ತಿ
Please put off your mics before speaking. Yeah? Mute your computers. Yes, I mean, we also wear mask. That means we do not reveal our true feelings. Say, for example, you go to your friend's house at 1 o'clock. And naturally, they invite you for a lunch because you are there at 1 o'clock. What would be your answer? Majority of you would say, no, I had heavy breakfast, I am not hungry. Even though you are hungry, you say that you are not hungry. That means we are wearing a mask. We are wearing a mask, and that's how, say, William Shakespeare has told or has said long back that the whole world is a stage and we are all actors. Okay. So most of the times we do act and we don't reveal our true feelings. Thus, traditionally, the word personality refers to how people influence others through their external appearances. How, say that we try to understand the personality by the external appearance. At the first instance, say you are walking on a road and you see a beautiful woman or a handsome guy. What would be your reaction? When you see a beautiful girl or a boy, or handsome man, so you utter the word, oh, what a personality. That means we try to understand personality by the external appearance. Okay. We also try to understand personality by the social success of individuals. Okay. Say, I would say there are many great people or great personalities. Okay. Say, famous persons, say an actor or actress, or social worker, leader, freedom fighter, national figure. Okay. We understand that they're all great personalities. If I say for example, Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi ji, Srimati Indira Gandhi, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So what do you say? You say that they're all great personalities because they have achieved social success. First is we try to understand the personality by the external appearance, how a person appears to others. Secondly, we measure their personality by the social success. And thirdly, we try to understand the personality by the dominant characteristic feature of an individual. Say X is hardworking. So Y is honest. A is cool. B is timid or intelligent, honest, cheerful, studious, sober, introvert, extrovert, handsome, beautiful. Say we use many words to refer to the personality of the individuals. Say psychologists Alport and Odbert say that there are at least 3,000 to 5,000 words which refer to the personalities. Okay, this is what a layman understands about the term personality. We see externally, we try to understand. We see their social success and try to understand their personality, or we see their characteristic features and dominant feature and try to understand their personality. But for academicians, not only external appearance, even the behavior is very important. We try to understand personality not only by the external appearance, but also by the behavior. Okay. Secondly, we try to understand the personality by the inner awareness of self, as a permanent organizing force. What is this inner awareness of self? Inner awareness of self means, what do you understand about yourself? Yes, all of us will know what we are. Yeah, you know many things about you. Or why many things? You know about you, everything about you. Okay. What you think about yourself will influence the behavior and in turn the personality. Okay. Then what do you think about yourself? Okay. Say you think, assume that you are an intelligent guy. Then when your other colleagues come and talk to you, you look down upon them because you think that you are the most intelligent guy in the college. Like that. I mean, what do you think about yourself? Then thirdly, we try to understand personality by the particular organization of measurable traits. We have n number of traits. We have n number of characteristic features, traits. Okay. And these traits are interlocked. These traits have got a specific network. Okay, they're related. All these traits are related, and say how these traits are organized. From that, we try to understand the personality of an individual. That means for academicians, not only the external appearance, but behavior is also important. And what a person thinks about himself, that is inner awareness of self as a permanent organizing force and particular organization of measurable traits. Coming to we will just try to understand the personality by going through one or two definitions. Okay. One of the authors, one of the behavioral scientists say that personality is a broad amorphous designation relating to fundamental approaches of person to others and themselves. Okay. Personality is a broad amorphous designation. Personality doesn't have any shape. Personality doesn't have any color. It doesn't have any size. Okay. It is an amorphous designation. Okay. We cannot define what, definitely, we cannot give a comprehensive definition of the term personality, but we only say, it is an amorphous designation relating to fundamental approaches. How do we approach others and what do we know about ourselves? Say, for example, you are talking to your colleague. Yes, you follow some approach. The same approach is not followed when you are talking to your parents. The same approach is not followed when you are talking to your students. When you talk to your students, you very well know that you are a teacher and the other person is the student. Your approach is different. When you are talking to your colleague, you understand that he is your colleague, and say you talk to him or talk to her on equal terms. Or when you are talking to your parents, you understand that they are parents and your approach will be totally different. This is what say the authors say. I mean, personality is a broad amorphous designation relating to fundamental approaches. How do we approach others? How do we approach others depends on what we think about ourselves and what we think about others. Okay, and it is the study of characteristic traits. I told you we have n number of traits. Okay, and these traits are having a definite network. Okay, yes, it is the study of characteristic traits of an individual, relationship between these traits, how these traits are interlocked, how these traits have got a relationship, and the way in which a person adjusts to other people and situations. Okay, how do we adjust ourselves to other persons or other people and situations? Okay, yes, I mean, we say no two individuals are alike. No two individuals are alike. Say, for example, say in the world there are 700 plus crore people. Okay, and all these people are unique, different. No two individuals are alike. Okay, and therefore, say because why? Because our traits are having a definite network or say, different network from others. Okay, and personality includes everything about a person's physical, social, emotional, mental, and spiritual makeup. How are we made up of? Okay, what is our social attitude? How we appear to others? Physical, mental, okay, social, emotional, and spiritual makeup. We differ in all these respects. We differ, and this is what personality is. And to most psychologists and the students of behavior, the term refers to the study of the characteristic traits of an individual. That means to understand the personality, we need to understand or study the characteristic traits of an individual and how these traits are related and the way in which a person adjusts to other people and situation. These are the three things which help us to understand the personality. Then coming to the characteristics features of personality, okay, personality is defined in terms of behavior. Personality is defined in terms of behavior. How do we understand personality? Okay, whatever we can see. Okay, and under different situations, how do we behave? Say our behavior would be different under different circumstances, and by observing the behavior during different situations, we try to understand the personality. Personality is defined, okay, in terms of behavior, and it represents unique integration of various traits. Yes, all of us have got traits, n number of traits, but their integration is different from one person to the other person. How these traits are integrated. Okay. By that, we try to understand the personality, and personality is unique to each individual. Okay. So if there are 700 crore people, yes, all the 700 crore people are different because each one is unique. Okay. Why are we unique? Because we are from different backgrounds. We are from different social backgrounds. We are different from, say, culturally we are different. Socially we are different. Okay, there are a number of factors wherein we differ from the rest of the people. Therefore, say it's unique. Personality is unique to each individual, and personality, it is dynamic and gets modified with learning. Our personality gets modified with learning. When we acquire new knowledge, that new knowledge will transform or modify our personality. Okay, say just you can analyze your own thoughts. Okay, say 5 years back you were thinking differently, now your thoughts are totally different. Say, for example, when I was studying in my graduation, say I did not have money to go to movies, and I used to think I will see every day a movie when I start earning. But when I start earning, say I have a different perception altogether. My thoughts were changed. Okay. Yesterday I was telling you, for the past 25 years, I have not seen a single movie. Okay. Yes, there is a change. There's change. Okay. with learning, we do change. Okay. I mean, the personality is dynamic. Okay. And with the new learning, our personality gets modified and our personality is influenced by the social interactions. Okay. The people with whom you transact or who are related to you. Say that's very important. Okay. I mean, our personality is shaped by our social relations. Who are our friends? What are their habits? What are their attitudes? Okay. Without our knowledge, the group will influence us or our companions will influence our personality. And personality is the result of both heredity and environment. Personality is the result of both heredity and environment. That means we inherit certain characteristic features from our parents, and at the same time, our personality is shaped by the environment in which we have been brought up. Okay. I mean, both environment and hereditary factors will influence the personality of an individual. Then the next question is, why to know the personality, or why should we study the personality, or why should we understand the personality? Okay. Yes, we need to understand the personality because personality is the major determinant of our success. We do come across successful doctors, successful engineers, successful teachers, successful lawyers, successful industrialists. Not all teachers are successful. Not all teachers are famous. Not all teachers are popular. Okay. We are different. Okay. Why some people are popular or why some people are famous? Because they do have the characteristics or traits which are suited to their profession. Okay. I mean, we do come across different professions, and different professions need different kind of individuals. Okay. When our personality matches with the profession, automatically we become successful. Otherwise, we don't. Therefore, we need to have the right kind of personality. To have the right kind of personality or model personality, we need to understand what personality is. And say our success depends on our personality. Okay. There are some popular teachers because of their personality, like that. I mean, and different, our behavior is also influenced by our personality, and our behavior is seen by others and they decide or judge our personality. Okay. And personality influences what we think. Our personality influences what we think. Okay. There is an instance in Mahabharata. Once Krishna, Dharmaraya and Duryodhana were talking to each other. They were talking. Okay. Krishna wanted to show the difference between Dharmaraya and Duryodhana. He asked both of them, you go around the globe and find out how the world is. Krishna told both Dharmaraya and Duryodhana to go around the globe and see how the people are. Yes, they went around the globe and came back to Krishna. First, Krishna asked Duryodhana, how are people? Duryodhana said, what to tell Krishna? All people are selfish, all are rogues, all are say like that. I mean, he went on telling negative things about people. Later on, Krishna asked, say, what is your opinion, Dharmaraya? Dharmaraya said, yeah, all are good. Say, I did not see even a single person who is bad. Okay. That means it is not the world depends on how we see the world. Our personality influences what we think. Okay. Say personality influences our thoughts. Okay. Therefore, personality is important. Say it influences our beliefs. Personality influences our beliefs. Some believe in Rama, some believe in Krishna, some believe in Shiva, some believe in Jesus, some believe in Allah. Okay. I mean, our personality influences our beliefs. It influences our values. Say, I'm telling why personality is important, because it influences our thoughts, it influences our beliefs, it influences our values, it influences our expectations, it influences everything. Therefore, personality is different. If you have the right kind of personality, then we will have right thoughts, right values. Okay. Say, when I say values, say different people have got different values depending upon their personality. Okay. Yeah. Say, for example, you take, say, the example of bribing. Okay. Yes, some people argue, yeah, but taking bribe is not a curse. I mean, it's not wrong. Okay. Yes, we do the work and get the bribe. Say, there are thoughts like that these days. Okay. Yes, the values differ from one individual to another individual because of their differences in the personality. What we think about others, is also influenced by the personality. Therefore, personality is very important. Our acceptability, our adaptability, our learning, our relationship, above all, our success is dependent on personality. Okay. I mean, our acceptability, society should accept us. Okay. Only when we have the right kind of personality, society accepts. Okay. Our acceptability, adaptability, relationship, learning, and above all, our success is dependent on personality. Therefore, we need to know about personality and we need to have the right personality. And personality influences our attitudes, perception, motivation, learning, human relations, performance. Everything depends on the personality. Therefore, personality is very important. We need to have that, and as teachers, we need to have a model personality, because we have to be the models for the society, for the students, for the entire society. Therefore, we need to have the right kind of personality. There was an survey conducted in America some years back, and students were asked, say, what do they follow? Whether they follow what their teacher tells or what their behavior. And 83% of the students opined that they not only listen to their words of the teachers, but they do observe their behavior. Okay. Therefore, our behavior is very important. Our personality is very important, because people or students do observe not only our words, they do observe our behavior, and they are influenced by our behavior. Therefore, we need to have the right personality. So, what are the factors which influence personality? When I say what factors influencing personality, there are n number of factors which influence personality. There are n number of factors. Okay. Say, we cannot list out the factors which influence personality. For example, I would say you enter a cafeteria to have some snacks in the evening. What do? Just you don't go and sit in the seat which are vacant. Just you observe others, what others are eating. So majority of the people in the hotel are eating dosa. Then you think, oh, this hotel must be famous for dosa. You go and order dosa. See how we are influenced by the others. Okay, everything in every aspect of our life, we are influenced by n number of factors. Therefore, therefore, what should we do? We classify these factors into broadly 4 categories. Our personality is influenced by, first, biological factors, second, cultural factors, third, family and social factors, fourthly, please mute your computer. Please mute your computer. I don't know. I don't know what to do. We are discussing personality and you are disturbing us. Okay? I don't understand. Oh, okay, whatever it is. Okay, there are mainly we classify the factors influencing our personality into 4. Okay, say biological factors, cultural factors, family and social factors, and situational factors. Coming to the biological factors, I told you personality is a combination of heredity and environment. When I say heredity, we inherit certain basic characteristic features from our parents. Okay. So many a time people say you are like your grandfather, you are like your grandmom, you are like your father, something like that. Okay. That means our physical structure is dominated by or is given by our parents. Any physical appearance or physical structure, and, traits, many of our traits,
Purna Singh madam, mute ಮಾಡಿ.
inherit basic traits from our parents. Okay, and research has proved that both physical and psychological characteristics are transmitted through genes. Therefore, physical structure of an individual, has got a great influence on our personality. In the beginning itself, I told you, we do understand personality.
Hello, Annapurna Singh, ma'am. Kindly unmute.
No, they're
Annapurna
first of
Singh
all, they're
ma'am,
not listening to us.
please mute.
Person who has not unmuted the computer is not at all listening to our words. Had she listened to me or some of you, she would have muted her computer.
Sir, you can mute her, sir.
I don't know. I am
Sir, just go to the participants.
Yeah, I'm a computer illiterate.
Sir,
Just I
requesting
know
you to mute
only
her,
few
sir, from your end.
aspects. Okay, just I can type and only few functions I can operate on
It
computer.
is really disturbing, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
really
sir. Yes,
disturbing.
sir. Kindly mute her, sir.
Okay. I don't know whom you are listening to. Whether you are listening to your
Sir, we
friend
are
or
all
me, I
listening,
don't
sir.
know. Okay.
Sir, we are all listening, but Annapurna Singh, madam, is not listening. So that's what.
Annapurna
Who is
Singh ma'am,
Annapurna?
please unmute.
Annapurna,
Mute.
please mute your computer. Okay, hope she has done it. No, I don't know how to do it. Okay.
Annapurna madam, please mute.
Okay, I think she understood. Yeah, research has shown that both physical and psychological characteristics are transmitted through genes. Now, and I was telling you, physical structure of an individual has tremendous effect because we try to understand personality by the external appearance. Okay, whenever see a person, we try to understand the personality by the appearance. Therefore, this physical structure is very important, which is the gift of our parents. It's whether we are short or tall, whether we are fat or skinny, handsome or ugly, black or white. It's it's all the gift given by our parents. If you are fair, if you are smart, if you are beautiful, if you are handsome, don't take the credit. The credit goes to your parents. Yes. And our physical structure influences others. Self-concept of an individual. Physical structure influences the self-concept of a person. Okay, from the childhood. Okay, let us say you're handsome. Whenever people look at you, they compliment you. Yeah, you're fair. Oh, how nice you are, how cute you are, how intelligent you are. Me as a child, okay, when somebody says that how cute you are, you understand, oh, I am cute, I am intelligent, I am beautiful, I am like that. It affects the self-concept of a person. Therefore, say the physical structure is also very important. It plays an important role in shaping our personality. Then second is the brain. Brain has a significant role in determining the personality of an individual because it is the brain which understands, analyzes, and directs our behavior. So how do we understand? How do we understand the world around? Okay, through our senses. Okay, say through smell, touch, taste, vision, audition. This is how we understand. Okay, say you eat something and say the tongue will not decide the taste of it. Okay, the taste buds are there. The signal goes to the brain, and brain tells you are eating some sweet. Okay, you are passing nearby a hotel and you smell something, and your brain will tell, oh, this is the smell of a busy bede bath. So this is the smell of something. Yes, touch. Or you're standing, you're doing some, you're standing in front of a stove, okay? You're heating something, and without your knowledge, sometimes you're thinking something and you touch the hot plate. Before you know you have touched the hot plate, the brain will direct your hand to withdraw. Immediately you withdraw your hand and say, then only you understand, oh, you have touched the hot plate and your brain has directed to withdraw your hand. That means the brain is the focal point of understanding. Okay. It understands, analyzes, and directs our behavior. Therefore, brain is another important factor which influences our personality. Because what is behavior? Behavior is the reaction of an individual. Behavior is the reaction of an individual. Say when I say reaction, there must be some action. Okay. And this action is understood by the brain. Brain will tell this is the action. Therefore, we react. Therefore, brain plays an important role in shaping our personality. Then second factor is the cultural factor. Cultural factors do influence our personality. Okay. Culture is the complex of those beliefs, values, traditions, and norms of behavior for dealing with society. Okay. Every society will, nurture, develop, maintain certain values, certain beliefs, certain traditions. Okay. And we are influenced by the values of the society or beliefs of the society. Okay. Or environment in which you have been brought up. Okay. All these, values, beliefs shape our personality. Okay. Yes. The food we eat is is influenced by our, is a part of our culture. Okay. Say some of us are vegetarians and some of us are non-vegetarians. It is by their culture. Their culture says that you should be a vegetarian. Okay. The food we eat, the gods and goddesses we worship, the dress we wear. Okay. Even the dress we wear is influenced by our culture. For example, Christians wear white dress during the marriage. Christians wear white dress during the marriage. The same white dress is worn by North Indians at the time of mourning. Say North Indians use or wear white dress while mourning, and the same white dress is worn by Christians during the marriage. This is because our culture says, okay, we are influenced by the culture, the food we eat, the dress we wear, the festivals we celebrate. Yes, some celebrate Deepavali and some others celebrate Ramzan, Christmas. It's a part of our culture. We are from different cultures, and therefore the festivals we celebrate, the gods and goddesses we worship, the values we believe in are all learned from our culture. Culture says, yes, this is what you are supposed to do. This is what your tradition says. This is what our forefathers were doing. Okay. That means our culture influences our personality. Okay. What is good and what is bad? What is right and what is wrong? What is moral and what is immoral? What to do and what not to do are all influenced by our culture. Okay. We are children of our culture. Okay. Cultural, and one more thing, cultural values undergo a change over a period of time. Different parts of the country, in different regions, we find different cultures. For example, there are people who argue that fish is a vegetable or is vegetarian. Eating fish is vegetarian. In some parts where, fish is the daily routine they eat. Okay. Yes, like that. Culture differs from region to region, and over a period of time, culture undergoes a change. And when the culture undergoes a change, our thoughts undergo a change, our personalities also undergo a change. Okay. This is how culture, our daily routine is governed by, our habits are governed by our culture. Okay. This is how culture influences our personality. Then family and social factors do influence our personality. The constitution of the family, whether it is a nucleus family or a joint family, yes, that do influences our personality. In a joint family, we come across many people, okay? And in a nucleus family, only parents, if at all, there is one brother or one sister, okay? That influences our personality. Parental education, the environment in the house or family environment, or the professions of the parents. If the parents are illiterate, the environment is different. If the parents are professionals, environment is different. If it is a business family, environment is different. If they are farmers, the environment is different. Okay. Yes, I mean, the constitution of the family, the parental education, their beliefs, their likes and dislikes will influence our personality. For example, you take a Hindu family and a Christian family. Okay. There are exceptions. Whenever I say something, there are exceptions. Okay. Just I'm taking an example. I mean, in a Christian family, more freedom is found. Okay. More freedom is given to the children. Whereas in Hindu families, say, especially girls are brought under controlled environment. Okay. If you do not come to house within such and such a time, your parents are worried about you. Okay, you would have experienced that. Okay, say your college is over by 4 o'clock and the parents expect you to be at home by 4:30. If you are not there, yes, your mom is having some anxiety. Oh, why did she not come? Okay, like that. But in Christian families, we do find some liberal attitude. Okay, and such things do influence our personalities. Okay, and influence of the the influence of personality is influence of family is understood under two headings. First is identification process. So we start identifying ourselves when we are small kids. How do we identify ourselves? We try to identify ourselves with the members of the family. Okay, so you can very well understand. Okay, even a child of 3 or 4 months will understand. Say when you go near the child, yeah, it identifies you as a mother or as a father. Okay, it doesn't know you're a mother or a father, but somebody who is close to me, somebody who is takes care of me, something like that. Okay, the child starts identifying the members of the family in the first instance. That is identification process. Then second is the socialization process. Even the socialization process is by which an individual or individual infant acquires enormous wide range of behavioral patterns, how to behave with others. First we try to, as children, first we try to understand the members of the family, and the members of the family do influence our personality. Say, you might have observed children imitating the elders in the family. Children do imitate the elders in the family. Okay, they try to imitate. That's how they learn. Okay, then they go to the outer world, or how to deal with others, or how to maintain relationship with others. And say you might have, or say hope. Say how do we bring up our children? Okay, say there are some guests coming to the house. When there are some guests coming to the house, we give strict instructions to the children. Okay, yes, how to behave and how not to behave. Or you are taking your child to others' house, then also you give instructions. Yes, how to behave and how not to behave. Say when guests are coming, say when I give some snacks to the guests, don't go and take the snacks. You should behave like a good boy or good girl. Okay, like that. We are instructed as to how to behave with others. This is how family and social factors do influence our personality. Then the last are the parents, their behavior of the members of the family do influence our personality. Okay. Then the last is the situational factors or environmental factors. Okay. First factor is the biological factors. Second is cultural factor. Third is family and social factors. Fourth is situational factors. Okay. Every individual faces situations in his or her life which teaches him or her to modify their behavior. Okay. We learn from our relationships. We learn, so we do come across different situations, and each situation teaches us as to how to behave. Okay. Situations make the man. The language. Yeah, many of you can speak Kannada. Many of you can speak Tamil. Some of you can speak Telugu. Say, why are you well versed in Kannada, or why do you speak Kannada? Because it's a situational factor. You are born in Karnataka, therefore you speak in Kannada. Some of you have born in Tamil Nadu, therefore you speak Tamil. Some of you are from Andhra Pradesh, therefore you speak Telugu. Okay, it's a locational factor. Okay, our languages are different because of the locational factors. Okay, our knowledge is different. Yes, we are from different streams, or even if you belong to the same subject or something like that, your knowledge differs. A boy or a student from rural college is different from a boy from an urban college or city college. Their knowledge levels are different. It is a situational factor or environmental factor. The skill we have, okay, the skill we own is a matter of situations. Okay, is a matter of situation. Okay, the skill, language, knowledge are all reveal our personalities, and we learn different language, different skill, different knowledge because of the location, different locations. Okay, situations provide opportunities and threats. Every situation provides opportunities and threats leading to experience and mold our personality. Say every situation, every circumstance teaches us whether we are right or wrong. Many a time we think that I should not have done like that. I should not have done like this. Okay. Why do you think so? Because the situations teach us whether we are right or wrong. Then to have the broader understanding of the personality, just we will discuss only one theory of personality, that is intrapsychic theory or psychoanalytic theory propounded by Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud is called the father of psychology, and he gave the first theory on personality. He is a clinical therapist with his 40 years of clinical experience. He gave the first theory on personality, which is known as psychoanalytic theory. He classifies the mind into three elements. Sigmund Freud classifies the mind into three elements, and they are preconscious, conscious, and unconscious element. This preconscious element can be known only through Freud's association method. Freud developed an association method because our behavior or our personality is related to the situations. Okay, and say when the situations vary or when the situations differ, our behavior also differs. Okay, the preconscious element can be known only through Freud's association. There will be some reason for our behavior. And all the time people cannot understand what is the reason behind the behavior. Okay, that is preconscious element. Then conscious element is concerned with thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and drives, okay, or desires. Say, consciously, when you ask yourself, when you ask a question to yourself, who am I? Immediately you get the answer, you are so and so. What am I doing? Yes, immediately you get the answer, what you are doing. Okay, where am I? Immediately you get the answer. That is conscious level. Okay, if you question, immediately you get the answer. That is conscious level. And unconscious element is concerned with ideas and wishes that cannot be learned through introspection, but can be determined from hypnotism or dreams. Okay, from our dreams we can understand our unconscious, what unconsciously we think, what our desires are unconsciously. Okay, can only through hypnotism or through dreams we try to understand this unconscious element. And further he goes, further Sigmund Freud classifies the mind into three structures, and they are id, ego, and superego. Okay, first of all he classifies the mind into three elements: preconscious, conscious, and unconscious. Then he says brain, also mind has got three structures, and these three structures are id, ego, and super ego. Okay, id is the most basic system of human personality. Okay, say in the, earlier I told you we inherit certain basic characteristic features from our parents. Whatever that we inherit at the time of birth, whatever the psychological things that we inherit at the time of birth are all called id. Okay, I mean it consists of everything psychologically that is inherited and present at the time of birth. That is id, and this id is primitive. It is selfish, governed by the principle of greedy, okay, and pleasure. Okay, it is free from all inhibitions. Say all are selfish. There is no doubt about our selfishness. Yes, all of us are selfish. Okay, this is a basic quality inherited from our parents. Nobody has told to become selfish. Okay, naturally we are selfish. That quality is inherited from our parents. Okay, it is. I mean, it is childish, irrational, never satisfied. Okay, we are not satisfied. Okay, if you have, say, before getting the job, you are thinking of getting a job. After you get a job, you think of buying some land. You think of constructing the house. You are not happy. You want to have, you compare yourself with others. Oh, he has two vehicles and I have only one vehicle. We are unhappy. Okay, yes, I mean, that's how. I mean, it is, say, it is childish, irrational, never satisfied. Okay, id is never satisfied and demanding. Okay, say you can just relate this id to a childish behavior. Okay, say you take your child to a jatra or a market. What this child does? Child asks whatever it sees. Okay, there is some sweets being sold in the market. It wants sweets, even though you say there. I mean, you give those sweets at home. It doesn't satisfied. It is not happy. Okay, it wants the same sweet which is sold in the market, which is not good, like that. Okay, I mean, it is childish, irrational, never satisfied, demanding, and destructive. We do have the destructive mind. Okay, only thing is, over a period of time, our behavior has been modified. Okay, we don't show our destructiveness. We are unhappy when some people develop or when some people surpass us. We are unhappy because we are destructive. Okay, then the second part or second structure is ego. As an individual learns to distinguish between reality and unreality, ego develops. Okay, it is a reality oriented part of the brain. Okay, it is largely practical. It knows what is right and what is wrong. Okay, it says something and ego says, yeah, no, this is not wrong. Okay, it says, yes, I want this immediately. The ego says, no, it's not possible. It's not permissible. Wait, please wait. Something like that. Okay, there will always be a clash between id and ego. Then it is rational. I mean, ego is rational, logical, and conscious mediator between the realities of the world and its demands. It understands. I mean, the ego understands the realities of the world. It demands something, and the ego says, no, this is not good. This is not right. This is not moral. Something like that. Okay. Then the third structure is, I mean, super ego. Super ego represents the noble thoughts, noble ideals, noble feelings. Okay, it always thinks of being model. Okay, yes, that is super ego. And how do we acquire this super ego? Super ego is influenced by the teachers, parents, friends, religion. Okay, all of us. If you ask a child what you would like to be, immediately the child says, I would like to be ma'am or teacher. Okay, because it thinks that teacher knows everything. So, I mean, we will have models. Okay, we will have models throughout our life. Okay, and these models are the part of our super ego. Okay, yes, the brain has got three structures: id, ego, and super ego. Always there would be a clash between these three, and therefore sometimes you will have dilemma whether to or not to, whether to or not to. Okay, Yes, we experience dilemma because of the clash between id, ego and super ego. Say that's about the theory, psychoanalytic theory proposed by Sigmund Freud. Now coming to the personality development. Okay. Personality development refers to the process of developing, enhancing and changing one's personality over time. Okay. Changing the personality or modifying our personality or developing a right personality is personality development. And personality development is a natural process. Personality development is a natural process. Okay. But when we change ourselves intentionally, that is personality. I mean, we are moving towards the right personality. Okay. Or yeah, personality, and over the, I mean, automatically our personality undergoes a change. But when we do it intentionally, it is personality development. It is the development of organized pattern of behaviors and attitudes that makes a person distinctive. Personality development is the development of organized pattern of behaviors. Okay. So this is how the behavior should be. When you consciously change your behavior, it is personality development. It is developing personality cult so as to create, why should we have the right personality? To create a positive impression about self with a targeted group. You want to pose that you are the right person, okay? Positive to impress others, you need to have the right personality, and life is a learning process. When we learn our, personality undergoes a change, and it's only the human beings who can change. God has given such a enormous capacity for the individuals or human beings to change. In case of others, it's not possible. In case of animals, it's not possible. Only human beings can change to a large extent, or 360 change is possible. Okay. And say, first thing in personality development is believing that the change is possible. Believing that the change is possible. Only human beings can change. Okay. God has given enormous capacity for human beings that a total change is possible. Yes, all of you have heard this. The name Mahatma Gandhi. Okay. Mahatma Gandhi is called the father of the nation. And he went to England and did his barrister, came back to India. He started practicing. And he took the first case. Okay. And he prepared very well to argue. He went to the court, but Gandhiji could not utter a single word in the court. Gandhiji could not utter a single word in front of the judge. Even he was unable to say, "My lord." Okay. He was a total failure. I think if you go to his autobiography, you understand. Okay. He was a total failure as a lawyer. Okay. He could not utter even a single word, but such a person became the father of the nation. He led the freedom movement. When he gives a call, okay, the entire nation used to stand with him. What a change. I'm telling, what a change that Mahatma Gandhiji has transformed himself to a great leader. Okay, from a person who could not speak properly in the court, becoming a great leader. Okay, or you have heard the name of Siddhartha, later Buddha. Okay, all of you know the story of Buddha. Okay, he was he sees an old man, he sees a patient, he sees a dead body, and he leaves everything. Okay, queen, son, kingdom, everything, and he goes for penance. What a change. Okay, yes, leaving everything, kingdom, wife, son, parents, and going for penance is something unimaginable. So what I'm trying to tell you is 100% change is possible. Okay, only when you think that yes, we can change, it is possible to change. Yes, it is possible to change. Yes, all of you have heard the story of Angulimala. Angulimala was a ruthless brigand. Okay, and he is a robber. say Angulimala was a robber and he meets Buddha once. In his lifetime, he meets Buddha. Some arguments take place, some conversation takes place, and this Angulimala converts himself to a Buddhist monk. From a robber to a Buddhist monk. Okay. Let's hope you have heard the story of Ratnakara. Okay. Ratnakara was a hunter and a dacoit. Again, he meets Narada once, and Narada asks Ratnakar, say, you are doing all these karmas, okay, it is not good. And Ratnakara says, hey, whatever I do, whether it is a good thing or good deed or a bad deed, all these are shared by our family members also. Narada says, go and ask your parents and family members whether they take your karma. Ratnakara goes back and asks their family members. They say, why should we? Take away your karmas. It is your responsibility. You do karma and you face the karma. Okay. Then he realizes that what he is doing is wrong, and he goes for a penance, and later on he becomes the Valmiki. Okay. Ratnakara becomes Valmiki. That means a hunter or a dacoit becoming a Muni, okay, Rishi Muni. Okay. Yes, we have n number of examples wherein people have changed. Okay, that means 360-degree change is possible. Okay. Only thing is, we should believe that it is possible to change. When you believe that it is possible to change, yes, you can change. Okay. Hope all of you have heard the story of Ambika Yan. Okay. Say, I should tell you, okay, Ambika Yan is a high school dropout. He gets married to a policeman at the age of 14. Ambika, yes, he's a high school dropout. His father was poor, therefore he could not educate his daughter, and gets her married at the age of 14 to a policeman. And by the age she attains 18, she had 2 kids. Okay, and once, say, her husband was a policeman, and one day he went for parade. He did not come early. Therefore, she also went to call him for the breakfast. Okay, and he sees on the parade ground, she sees that all the police people are saluting an higher officer. And afterwards, Ambika asks her husband, say, who is that person to whom you are saluting? He says that he is the chief of the police department, state police department. Then the whole night she could not sleep. The next day, Ambika says that she wants to become an officer like that. He laughs. Police laughs. No, for that you have to do the degree. Then you have to take UPSC examination, etc., etc., etc. And she takes 10th standard privately, does PU privately, joins an open university and studies externally as an external student. And she takes some training in Chennai for 3 years. Okay. And later on, she passes her IPS examination, and now Ambika is an IPS in the state of Maharashtra. Say, Ambika was a high school dropout. Now she works as an IPS officer in the state of Maharashtra. You can go to Google and search Yan Ambika, story of Yan Ambika. You get the story. Why am I telling this? Because 100% change is possible. If you think, yes, you can change. Okay. First, you have to believe that change is possible. Okay. When a poor boy becomes the president of America, Abraham Lincoln is the son of a cobbler. Okay. And he used to rear sheep. When he can become the president of India, what detains us to change? Okay. Then, say, a chaiwala can become, when a chaiwala can become the Prime Minister of India, that's Narendra Modi ji, or a paper boy from Rameshwaram can become the missile man of the country and later on President of India, Mr. Abdul Kalam, okay, or a boy from scheduled caste and from a very, very, very poor background can become the President of India, K.R. Narayanan. K.R. Narayanan is a scheduled caste boy, very, very poor. I mean, he is from a very, very poor background. Okay. Yeah, when he can become the President of India, okay, or even we have heard of B.R. Ambedkar, how B.R. Ambedkar studied. Okay, he was from a very poor background, from scheduled caste. Okay, we have heard the story of Lal Bahadur Shastri. Now our president, Madam Draupadi Murmu, has undergone so many difficulties. Okay, that means change is possible. We can change. Okay, only thing is you should think that I should be different and I should be successful. I should be, when you think that you should be different, yes, you can be different from others. Then secondly, first is believing that change is possible. Okay. Second, get away with fixed mindset and develop a growth mindset. You have to develop a growth mindset and get away with the fixed mindset. Fixed mindset means those with fixed mindset believe that talent is inborn, intelligence is inborn. Okay. And say the growth mentality mindset, they think that change is possible. Okay. And say those with fixed mindset think that they experience inferiority complex. Okay. They think that we cannot change, our abilities are limited, and they suffer from inferiority complex. Those with growth mindset believe that they can improve their skills through hard work and effort. Okay, it's always possible to improve our skills through hard work and efforts. Okay, yes, therefore we have to develop a growth mindset. We should not believe in fixed mindset. So I would give you some imaginary story here. Okay, let us just think that intelligence is available in the market. Like rice, intelligence is available in the market. What people would have done? Yeah, rich people would have bought good intelligence, okay, intelligence, and they become intelligent people. Poor people buy poor intelligence and serve the rich people, or people with rich intelligence or good intelligence, I should say. Okay, but God has not made like that. Okay, yes, through our efforts we can improve our skills. Through our hard work we can improve our skills. Okay, and many a time we label ourselves. Okay, I cannot do this, I'm shy, I cannot speak, or I'm reserved, I'm dull, okay, I'm not intelligent. Okay, say like that, we will have certain mental blocks. Okay, we will have mental blocks, or I should say honest and wrong. Yesterday also I was telling you about honest but wrong beliefs. We will have honestly believe that we are dullards. We honestly believe that we cannot achieve. We honestly believe that we are it's not my cup of tea, something like that. Okay, yes, we should get away with such thoughts. Okay, then only we can improve our skill, we can achieve whatever we want. Then third step is to conduct a SWOT analysis. That means, yes, all of you are familiar with the word SWOT. Okay, analysis of strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. What are your strengths and how to improve your strengths? What are your weaknesses? How to overcome your weaknesses? Okay, what are the opportunities available? What are the threats? Even opportunities become threats if you are weak. If you have a weak personality, even the opportunities become threats. Take the example of examination. As students, who would like to face the examination? They think that it is a threat. But if you are well prepared, yes, examination becomes an opportunity to show your worth. Okay. Yes, if you are strong, yes, opportunities can be utilized. There are no threats. If you are weak, even the opportunities become threats. Therefore, first you have to analyze what are your strengths and weaknesses. What are the opportunities available and what are the threats? Okay. Yes, you may be strong in communication, or you may be a good writer. Technologically you may be very sound, or you are an orator, or you are a good organizer, motivator, artist, musician. So what are your strengths? Okay, try to improve your strengths. Okay, So you can understand your strengths and weaknesses, only you can, introspect. When you introspect, you understand what are your strengths. You improve your strengths. What are your weaknesses? Try to overcome the weaknesses. Okay. Try to overcome the weaknesses. Then even the threats become the opportunities. Okay. Yes. Conduct a SWOT analysis and say, now that you are a teacher, you just go through what are the good qualities of a teacher. Okay. We try to imbibe the good qualities of a teacher to be a successful teacher. Okay. Yes. The third step is to conduct a SWOT analysis to change yourself. Then fourth step is to write up a personal vision statement. What you would like to be. What are the changes required? And what you should do for those changes. You have to write a personal vision statement and set SMART goals. You should set SMART goals. That is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals. Okay, SMART means specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. And to achieve this, you may have to do little extra work, and you have to write down your plan. You have to write down your plan like New Year resolutions. Many people pass New Year resolution only to break those resolutions. Okay, you should not be like that. Whenever you write your plan, share your plan with others. Why should you share your plan with others? Because others should also know. And whenever say you you pass a resolution not to drink, say, tea and coffee, and you make it public, so that whenever you drink tea or coffee, your friends will remind, yeah, you said that you have passed a resolution not to drink tea and coffee, now you are drinking. Okay. Yes, to make sure, they become the critics of you. Okay. Therefore, yes, write down your plan, make it public, so that it becomes compulsory for you to achieve those resolutions or to follow those resolutions. Okay. Yes, then to achieve your goals or your vision, okay, you should be ready to do little extra effort. Say, unless you are prepared to do little extra effort, it is not possible to change your personality, achieve our goals. Okay. Despite, we may have many failures. Okay. Despite failures, despite setbacks, you should be ready to do little extra effort. Success is not like a lottery. It's the result of hard work. Success is the result of hard work. Okay. Sheer hard work. And say, all of you know Sachin Tendulkar. Okay. Sachin Tendulkar, when he was a player, now he has retired from international cricket. Okay. He used to face 500 balls every day. Only then afterwards he used to look at the mobile and so. Okay. That means every day. Okay. Every day he used to face minimum of 500 balls. Okay. And say, again, I would take another example of Sachin Tendulkar. During 2004, he had a problem of tennis elbow. All of us know Sachin Tendulkar he used to play with a heavy bat. He had a problem of tennis elbow. Then all the other cricketers thought that, yes, Sachin's career as a cricketer is over. But what Sachin Tendulkar did, he went to England, got his hand operated, came back to India and practiced. He used to stay in Bangalore, guest house of the Chinnaswamy Stadium. Every morning, he used to get up at 5 o'clock, 5 to 6, practice. Then 6 to 7, he used to go around the stadium, Chinnaswamy Stadium. From 7 to 8, breakfast. Again, he used to come to the nets at 8:30. 8:30 to 11:30, net practice. Then he became fit over a period of 6 months and he again started playing international cricket. And you know that he is a Bharat Ratna awardee, youngest Bharat Ratna awardee. In the year 2014, he was awarded Bharat Ratna for his achievements. Okay. Had he not put little extra effort, he would not have achieved such a greater height. Okay. Yes, we should be ready to do little extra effort. Okay. And say Yeah, and when Sachin Tendulkar completed 25 years of his cricket career, Times of India people interviewed him and he was asked a question, what is the secret of your success? And what you should, I mean, you should listen to the answer given by Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar says he breathes cricket, eats cricket, sleep cricket, dreams cricket, walks cricket. Okay. Sachin Tendulkar says he breathes cricket, eats cricket, and sleeps cricket, dreams cricket, walks. That means that's how. Okay. Unless you are focused, unless you are ready to do little extra effort, okay, say it's not possible to achieve the success or to change our personality. Okay. Then say we have to quit thinking in fixed terms. Say get away with that negative thinking. It's not possible. The word it is not possible should not be in your dictionary. Okay, everything is possible. Everything is possible. Okay, and you have to accept the challenges and new responsibilities. Whenever your principal says to do something, don't think negatively. Yes, because he finds you right, you the right person. Therefore, he assigns some work. Yes, accept new responsibility, accept the challenges, and try to question yourself. The greatest weakness of all of us is we do not question ourselves. Okay. Say, as a student, I always questioned myself. When I mean, I am from a very, very rural background. Okay. I'm a very ordinary boy during my school days. Okay. But I always questioned when my classmate can secure 95%, why not me? Yes, the same teacher teaches us, we refer the same books, all of us have got the same opportunity or same time of 24 hours. When he can score 95%, why not me? Yes, like that. I mean, we should question ourselves. You take the responsibility, question yourself, why not it is possible? Yes, it is possible. Yes, when you say it is possible, it is possible. Okay. And pick up good habits. To change the personality, our habits also play a very important role. Pick up good habits, right eating, exercise, good amount of sleep, reading good books, especially try to read biographies and autobiographies of great achievers. Okay. And you can, I mean, automatically you get transformed into a good human being. Okay. Be conscious, and over a period of time, you will be a new person. Okay. When you pick up good habits, yes, automatically we become good individuals. Okay. And I was telling you, I mean, you have to have the determination. Yes, I will change I will change as a good teacher. I will become a good teacher. Okay. Yes, you have to determine. Here I will tell you the story. No, it's already time is getting up. Okay. Okay. We have to have the determination. Unless we have the determination, it's not possible. Again, I take the small example of Sachin Tendulkar. In 2007, Sachin Tendulkar was playing in international cricket and I mean against Australia. Brad Hogg is a bowler from Australian team. He bowls to Sachin and gets him out. Sachin is bowled by this Brad Hogg. Brad Hogg was a new entrant. It was his debut match. He was very happy. Yes, I took the wicket. I mean, Sachin's wicket. After the match is over, he goes to Sachin Tendulkar with the ball. You know, these cricketers take away the ball, take the wickets when they win, and they keep it in their houses as a mark of their, as a part of their remembrance. Okay. Yes, he takes the cricket ball and goes to Sachin Tendulkar. So, yeah, please put your signature. And Sachin Tendulkar writes on the ball, okay, this will never happen again. This will never happen again. After that, they have played 20 to 30 matches, and Brad Hogg could not take the wicket of Sachin Tendulkar. Okay, that is the determination of Sachin Tendulkar. Okay, yes, we have to have the determination. We have to have the focus. Okay, focus like Arjuna. Okay, or say, I mean, like that. I mean, say, I mean, we have to try try and try. Okay. Unless we repeatedly try, we cannot change our personalities. Okay. Life is full of ups and downs. Life is full of problems, but you never stop trying. Okay. If you fall 8 times, you stand up 9 times. That is the secret of success. That is the secret of having nice, good personality. At the end, I would say we are all examples. Okay. Yeah, we are all examples. Either we are good examples or bad examples. Try to be good example. Say, for example, in your neighborhood, there is a boy, Ramu. Ramu is studious. Ramu is intelligent. Ramu is always gets first rank. And what you advise your child? You advise your child to be like Ramu. Be like Ramu. Say Ramu is not at all hardworking. He's a dullard. He doesn't go to school regularly. And again, then also you advise your child, don't become like Ramu. Okay, if Ramu is good, he's a good model. If Ramu is bad, he's a bad model or bad example. Try to be good examples, cultivate good habits, change your personalities, be a good teacher, be a successful teacher.